of 10, I'm thinking for any group that already know like your group member, you can type in the chat box, but you can also type like, okay, my group have 4, and then other group can tell like, okay, how many people in your group, and I could ask whether, or you could ask whether you could join another group, something like that too. Uh, let me explain more detail. This is the example. Once you get into the group of 10, I invite each of you to discuss the topic that you would like to practice doing this exercise today. I will also provide example of other topic that you could select from. This is example on the topic of watching tools. The process of doing it is that once you get the topic, each of you find at least one picture and try not to find the same picture. Okay. Then you will see varieties of watching tools. Once you get this many picture, then you can help each other discuss how to separate them into approximately for today, I would say like 3 patterns. Okay. In general, we can separate more than that, but within the time that we have, I would suggest like 3 pattern would be a good amount. I usually recommend to set pattern A to be the oldest one, the oldest in the ancient history, for example, that we use for the washing tool in this case. That will be pattern A. Okay. So right now, from what I have seen, the oldest one, probably this one, a man stand on a cloth in a water pond. Okay. And could be this, which one? Using hand, maybe this one, second one. So this one could be pattern A for me. Okay. So she or he just use his or her hand to wash the clothes. So this one, they didn't use any tool, actually. They used their body. Okay. Then the second one probably be like small tools, like this one and that one and this one. The two, they have small tools to help. This one actually use hand, the first one as well. And then the third pattern C, I would select the big machine, okay, for watching. So that will be my pattern C. So you can see the process of selecting pattern for me. You can see that I start from the oldest one, or the first one that we use, the first one of how we use our body to wash the clothes. Okay. So group similar pattern, that's what I gave example to you, right? I group them into similar pattern, into like 3 patterns. Okay. Like this, right? And then I explain a little bit of, okay, pattern 1 is like this. Pattern B is people start using small tools to help cleaning their clothes, right? And then the third one is like a big machine, like large equipment. Okay, so this example of how you identify pattern. Okay, the reason I choose the oldest one, or the one that we don't need any tools, because we will need to explain the reason of change from pattern A to pattern B. If we not categorize it by the time, the period of emerging of that one, then it's quite difficult for us to explain reason. Okay, so that's why I suggest you guys to base on the time period or the availability of the tools, right? So at first we cannot build like a tools for it, but later on we have different machine to make the tools, or we have saw ใช่ไหมนะเลื่อย saw ใช่ไหม saw we have saw to cut the wood, right? Yeah, so we can make like wood tools. โอเคค่ะ After that, this one is using analysis a little bit. Once you get these three pattern, you can explain the chain within the pattern. Let me chain. If the column title is chain within the pattern, my point is that within the same row, within the same pattern, like pattern A, is there any difference between two representative picture? These two picture, is there anything different? Although they are in the same pattern, but is there anything different? Is there any change? In this case, the picture, this one is the represent picture is using hand, right? But the other picture is they're using another part of their body to watch the cloth. That's the difference within the same pattern. Okay. They might use different detergent. They might have different type of soap, but they use it. But it could be different chemicals compound, for example. Okay, so that could be the different or the varieties when you watch the clothes. Okay. The persistence is a common, and this one is similar to the watch. When I asked you guys about what are the similar thing that the watch have, and you said, and I said, I gave example of like they have number, they have arrow, so that's the similarities. So in this case, when you want to watch with your body, you need water as a medium to wash your clothes. Otherwise, it's not, the dirty is not going out, right? And you need your force, okay? And sometimes we use chemical to help remove strain, right? So that's the common thing. So my point here to give example for you for each column, because this assignment, not really assignment, this one is more like practice together as a group. Yeah, you will need to look at the column title and you will need to provide information, right? You need to think about it and then you write about it. So I would like to give you example before you working on your topic of your group selected topic, right? So another example, let me add another example just to make sure everyone are on the same page. Chain within the pattern of pattern B, right? So we have like 5 representative picture of pattern B, which are using like small tools. The chain within them, the tools could be different. This tool, you can see that the person hold the brush. It's not a brush, Frank, like, but it's a small tool that we can scratch the clothes, right? And but the other one, it different tools, right? So that's the chain as well. Although they are all the tools for help us watching clothes, but it have different mechanism of using it. Okay. So that's the chain within its pattern. And it could be different material. This one is look like a wood. Is it? I'm not sure. But it could be like plastic or it could be wood. It could be different material. Okay. And the chemical that they use, maybe they use different chemical, right? So that's the chain within the same pattern. How about the common or recurring characteristic? What are the common thing that they all have? Yes, we need water. Yes, we still need to apply our force. They may use like chemical. They all use the small tools. Okay, so I want to make sure that you can see the different for each topic of each column here. Okay. Any question at this point here? Okay. I don't see any chat yet, so I move on, continue. And let's see. Regarding the irregularity. So this is the symbol that the teaching team provide. It's like a thunderstorm. is something change. So instead of using rock to write, we change to use like bird feather, maybe lighter. And if we use rock, then we need another rock to write, right? Like, or we write in the cave, right? But if we use feather and ink, then we can write on something else like paper or the animal skin in the past. Okay, so this is the symbol representative, the irregularity, something that could be difficulty that human have, and then we make change. And this is the same table, similar to the one, but it's a which topic. So just make sure before you write anything down, you read the title here. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's on the left or it's on the right. Just make sure if it change within the pattern, you need to provide explanation on the change within the pattern. Okay, if it's a common recurring characteristic, then you need to provide a common recurring. Okay, but here is the red word. Here is there are additional tools to help with watching. So this one wanna show like a irregularity. Okay, so pattern B have additional tools to help with watching. Pattern C, the human power has disappeared. Yeah, actually the couple first of them still use human power, but majority of them we can just plug in the electricity cord and then we can press run for the machine to start, right? So we don't need to use our human force to make it work. Okay, so that's my point to show you here. So overall picture of this exercise today, this activity today, you will receive this blank form of this table, okay? And then you need to find a picture for each pattern. You type the picture, the pattern name, but you need to like, as a group of 10, right? So you might have to plan first. I suggest you to plan, okay, who gonna responsible for which part, okay? And then you analyze them. Lastly, the final column here, the last column here is about factor creating new pattern. For example, from pattern A to B, right? We want to minimize the use of of human labor, and we want to avoid tasks that we don't want to keep doing. If we have a lot of clothes, right? We don't want us to spend a lot of time on the laundry or like watching. So it's one of the reason we develop additional tools for us to help support us cleaning okay, and washing. And there are invention of small tools to help us in the watching process. Okay, so that's factor creating new pattern. And so on, right? For pattern B to C, we have technology to help us on the cleaning, right? We know about the mechanical spinning, and we know about the electrical force transform to the mechanical force, and then we could use that for our watching process. Okay, so that's an example of how we could explain the factor creating new pattern. Okay, and that will be all the example here. So right now, before I let you guys practice on it, I would like to provide potential topic that you could select from. If you want to select about transportation, I would recommend within the time that we have, I would recommend you to focus on like more specific, for example, transportation, land transportation, or air transportation or water transportation. Because if you not specific it, then you can do it, but it's gonna take a really long time to do it. Okay, so I recommend you guys to select um yeah, not too general. Okay, transportation like that. You could select about uh the tools to cooling our human body temperature, like it could be fan and air condition like that. You could select about cleaning tools. You could select about writing, okay, note taking. You could select about movie, okay. But when you select it for this activity, I suggest you guys to separate into 3 pattern, okay. Of course, you can do more than 3, but just within the limit of time today, I would suggest 3 is good. It's a good number. Mm. Uh, Cooling device. Oh, I mentioned already. Okay. So that's my suggestion of a topic, but you can select other thing. Okay, I don't mind. Okay. And let me I will give you the Canva slide, but before that, I will need you guys to send me the name, or you can tell me my group have 10 already or something like that. But just make sure your team member know that you are in his or her group. Okay. Right now we have 27 people. So we will have 3 group. Uh, or another option, a group of 8 to 9 people. 9, 3, 27. Group of 9 is good too. Yeah. But it could be like 8 or 9, I think. And each group could have like a leader as well. The other option is that I can randomize as well, but I let you guys, if any group already have like team member, you can type the name in the chat box. Okay. Like after we get the group, then I will send the link for the Canva board for you guys. I let you guys discuss first who's gonna be in the same group. Okay. Oh, so I saw some people just join the live group later on too. And let you guys discuss regarding the group first, and then I wait in the live group, the Zoom chat box. Okay. We have 4. Okay. Dale told that she have 4 already. Any group wanna join Dale group, like 5 people? I could assign Dale group to be group 1, and then 5 people could tell Dale that he or she wanna join them, like reply Dale. First of all, I send the group 1 link to Dale group. Dale group gonna be group 1, have 4 people. So this is the Canva link for Dale group. Group if your group have like 5 members, you can tell they'll like reply her message. I have like separate Canva. I have separate Canva link for each group. Okay. เขากล้องเขากล้องเพิ่งเข้ามาปะ
ไม่ครับผมปิดคอมมาเข้าใน
อ๋อ
iPad
โอเค โอเค ตกใจ ค่ะ ค่ะ ตอนนี้จับกลุ่มกันอยู่เนาะ so right now we separate into group of like 9 people approximately. Please discuss with your classmate of like who gonna be in the same group. And if you guys have like 5 people, you can let Dale know that you would like to join her team. Or if just you by yourself, you can let Dale know as well. Okay, I wanna join with you like that. You can let her know. Okay, we got 9. So make sure you know that all member will be in your group. Okay, at 10. 10 is okay. I don't mind. I will send the link to your group. Okay, you will be group 2. Okay. 6. I think more you can join their group. You can join group 1 more. You have 6, right? Okay. So they'll more will join your group. Okay. More group and their group will be group 1. More and the team member, you could use link group 1 that I reply Dale. I will share with you again as well. Group 1.
Oh, group 1. You mean like a G? Oh, there you go. G1, right? Oh, group 1. Okay.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
join together.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And you can introduce each other because you might be in different major, right? So you can introduce each other. And I will open the breakout room for you guys. So when I open the breakout room, I will let you guys select group 1. Okay. So member of more group. More group select group 1. Member of
More group.
Dale
Okay.
select group 1. Okay.
Okay, more group. Okay.
Okay. And group the group that have 10 people will be group 2.
Okay.
Okay. So right now we have group 1 and group 2. The rest will be group 3. Okay. So the rest of you will be group 3. I will send in the chat box of group 3 Canva link. Okay. Before I open the breakout room, is there any question for me for this activity here? Okay. In this case, for this class, I think after I open the breakout room, and then I will allow you guys to work on the activity, but I will not call everyone back to the main room. Like once I provide feedback, then everyone can receive the feedback, and then we don't have to come back to the main room. Okay, for today class. So in this case, if you need me when you are in the breakout room, you can, it should be a button that you can like call the advisor to be in your breakout room here. So in that case, before we open the breakout room, let me take a photo of our class. So if anyone could turn on your camera,